we could talk about white people and how they like, can't dance and all this, all the jokes that we obviously have about white people.
Right.
But where do we draw the line about like them joking about us, or can they even joke about us? Because I always get kind of uncomfortable when white comics like joke about black
I don't think, because I think they shouldn't ever be able to joke about us, because everything with white people has started off as a joke. Like Jim Crow, all this, everything has started off as a joke.
I didn't even think about it
back in the day, like the menstrual cycle, all this shit. So it's just like they start off. I mean, just the menstrual show, all that shit. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But
are you listening? Damn.
So another thing that kind of like just refreshed my memory of how I feel about certain things was so it's these twins, these two little girl twins, called the McClure twins, right? And like they got like social media buzz. I don't know exactly what for, other than being cute little black girls that are twins. I think that alone would get you famous. But basically, people was digging up their fathers. So, for those of you that don't know, they have a black mother and a white father. And they dug up the father's tweets. And some of them were like racially insensitive. I mean, it was talking about like I'm pretty sure it was talking about like black women's hair and like things like that. Things that you just shouldn't be saying. Or I guess he didn't. So basically they just did a video for damage control, basically saying that a lot of people gonna take it as racist, but he's not racist, and blah 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 blah. Right. So how do you feel about that situation?
I mean, for one, I feel like the mother, he's probably definitely is a racist. The mother is just blind to the fact, because she probably a cunt. So that's all. I mean, I'ma just I definitely feel like, I ain't gonna say once a racist, always a racist, but I don't know how hard or easy it is to shake those rhetoric views you probably were born with or whatever. So it's just like, I just feel like the woman is the one cooning and co-signing this goofy shit, and she just colorblind, I guess, and he got her, tap dancing the way he want her to. So so my thing is like, what do you like? And my thing is like, what is the difference between, where do you draw the line between a joke and like something you should take offense to? Because like, just look at the situation where like, we could talk about white people and how they like, can't dance and all this, all the jokes that we obviously have about white people. Right.
But where do we draw the line about like them joking about us, or can they even joke about us? Because I always get kind of uncomfortable when white comics like joke about black people. I don't
think, because I think they shouldn't ever be able to joke about us, because everything with white people has started off as a joke. Like Jim Crow, all this, everything has started off as a joke.
I didn't even think about it
back in the day, like the menstrual cycle, all this shit. So it's just like they start off. I mean, just the menstrual show, all that shit. But you know what I'm trying to say. But all this shit started off as a joke, and then that shit later turned into laws, and then they flipped it on your ass and they made it a reality. So everything with white people is always joking, and then they flip the script on your ass and make these things laws, and it's real life for your ass. And that's what they use. That's a tactic or a deception tactic that motherfuckers can use against your ass. They make it seem like they're just funny games, and then once they flip it on you and make you seem like these savage Negroes and all this type of shit, then it's used against you when it's too late. And niggas are always allowing that shit to happen. So you gotta take that shit serious, especially when people have the power to do that. When black people joke, we can't make laws that affect their lives at all. So it's just like, you making laws that affect our day-to-day living, that's completely different from us just name calling. Yeah, so anything that we do is strictly name calling. But when you doing it and you actually making laws that affect the way we live, and that shit is a complete difference, and you have that power. So you know that. So that's why you have no room to play with us. Versus us.
So one of the jokes he actually told was I'm starting to remember. He was basically saying how like he went to a black pool party and wasn't nobody in the pool and shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was just like,
wow.
Yeah.
Cause I got some shit to say about that pool shit, cause it was recently on the news where I think it was like a white dude was basically snapping on a black woman about getting in the pool and you need to wash. You need to wash up before you get in like the pool or some racist shit.
But you know basically. That's the thing though, right? Like at every gym, like they tell you to wash.
Yeah, but it's just how he said it, particularly only to her. Like there's all these other motherfuckers, but
yeah, it was definitely racial profile.
You made sure that you said it, and then he was like the way she said it, and then when she got offended, he just didn't give a fuck, and then he got a little bit more arrogant, and then it got super big to where they told the staff at the hotel, and they really just didn't do anything about it. They was just like, all right, whatever. Like, but it was just some real racist shit that be going on with a lot of this pool shit. And white people don't like black people being in the pool with them. That's even you seen that shit from Pride, nigga. Shit with Terrence Howard, shit. But
oh yeah. I forgot about that movie.
But anyway, yeah.
So how do you feel about him having black daughters? Like how do you feel like...
I feel like a nigga can fuck you, like I said before, and still be team white supremacy. So like you can
but there's a difference between fucking and having a family.
So like, they have a family together. Like,
yeah, like the
raising them. I mean, you know, you can breed coon babies, like you can, you know, make sure you can still have your views. Like motherfuckers can. Like that's how, like motherfuckers have done sick shit to black people in general. So I can't put past what you're capable of just because you choose to stay there with the children. Like, okay, I don't know. I mean, we already know that, you know, you guys, you somewhat maybe, you know, team that white supremacist shit, but
So my thing is like, I don't think Buddy is necessarily racist.
Okay.
But I do feel like they gotta know better. I'm tired of all these damn excuses about what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I feel like in a lot of these interracial couples, the black person is dropping the ball. So I'm not trying to shift the blame towards the black woman, but at the same time, you should have educated your white husband on what and what not to fucking say. And I don't know if this is before I think it was before they got together. But either way, like, fuck up. I understand the apology, and I understand y'all got to do this because y'all want to keep y'all buzz. But at the same time, like, we not just gonna sweep this under the rug. We sweep too much shit under the rug, and you need to like stand on all 10 about your blackness. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she cared that much. That's the thing.
No, but she honestly, bro, like from hearing her talk, I don't think she's like a coon. She's not a coon. You feel what I'm saying? Like she won't know no like.
I mean, your choice of man can speak a lot for you too.
Yeah, bro. I mean, sometimes, like I said, I don't think like it is what it is with the whole interracial couple. I mean, I don't like I said, she didn't seem like a coon. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. I don't know them personally, but like she didn't seem like a coon. She wasn't like necessarily being on some like it don't matter shit. She was just saying like, you know, this is not who he is, and like this is not the other. She was basically saying how like before she got with him, like she pretty much hated white people. And she was saying how like
he changed her mind.
He basically showed her that
white people are great.
That it's not that when I have a problem with a white person, it's not necessarily because they're white. You know what I'm saying? Like, so basically she was like it's saying like white people are assholes, right? But they're not assholes because they're white. They're assholes because they're assholes. Similar to like a black person could be an asshole, but they're not an asshole because they're black. They're an asshole because they're an asshole. That's basically how she explained it. So like she's not a coon. Like she just listen. She's not a coon like on a sense where like she has no idea about like, you know, our history. together. Like she's not oblivious. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she chose to marry who she chose to marry. So that's on her.
So would you consider COINTELPRO cooning? I mean, they probably know some shit. Like, okay, just certain black people who are rat out other black people, but they probably know that, like, what they're doing is, they know the history.
Well, I don't think she got.
And they know the history of where they come from.
Her husband. I mean, I see. I guess I see where you, because I was confused when you just brought that up. But basically saying like other black people can still like betray other black people and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's the case in every.
Like, it's levels to cooning is what you basically break it down to me.
Well, I don't like,
so I don't think, can do this, but
well, I mean, what I'm saying is I don't think she's a coon in general. Like, truly, I don't think she's a coon. I just think she's in a situation to where she kind of has to defend her white husband, because like that's her husband. At the end of the day, that's her husband. You know what I'm saying? And if she does feel like he's not racist, but he said some racist shit some years ago, then it's like, what? I mean, like, what? She could just like treat the hell out of him, but like, who knows if she didn't do that behind closed doors? But you got to think, like, they're famous off their daughters, right?
Right.
By pretty much co-signing everybody and saying like, yes, my husband's a racist, or yes, this, that, and the other. Motherfuckers just gonna stop paying them attention. You just lost your buzz. Like, the same, similar to Kanye West doing all this crazy shit and Kim K getting worried because like, we need damage control. So it's like, regardless of how she felt, I felt like she kind of had to like play it that way, because it's like, you know, you can't just like, I don't think, I feel like it was damn if she did, damn if she didn't. If she made her husband look like even more of a racist.
So she's still trying to capitalize off her daughters. She got to
pretty much that's
PR work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Help keep I mean.
Yeah, that's how I kind of felt about it.
But I don't basically think, she not cooning for money, but she cooning for money.
But I don't think. Well, I mean, in a sense, but I think you kind of like approaching it on some like Malcolm X before he went to Mecca shit. Like, you feel me, on some like, just really trying to be on some like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she's like on some like mammy shit or no, like I don't think she's on no other shit, bro. I think she really truly like just is with a white man. Like, do you feel like because now I'm questioning the way you think. Like, do you feel like every black woman with a white man is against us and like not? I think
I covered this in our relationship one.
But you didn't, because I feel like your views now are more aggressive. Like,
I'm aggressive. I say as long as you have as long as they can, you don't pick up their rhetoric, and they still support you, your people, the cause, and all that shit, then I'm perfectly fine with it. But if you picking up on their rhetoric,
but how does she pick up on this rhetoric?
Not even, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't bring up the topic. I don't even know that much about it. But I'm just saying, from the details that I have been given so far,
what details
I'm inferring that she could possibly be a coon.
But I'm asking, what detail, like?
Just the fact that, okay, for one, it's just your choice of men. That's just a speculation.
So you are saying her dating white men.
Not white men. It's a suspected
her choice of men.
Racist white.
So these tweets came out before they were together. So she like.
But I'm trying to dissect who his character is, and then dissect who she could possibly be.
Well, none of us know.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just from what I'm hearing, the details I'm hearing, I'm just dissecting what I can infer.
Well, what I'm saying, what details?
What situation might be?
Like saying detail, like what details?
Just who he is. So it's just all right. So,
but I'm saying, you said based off the information you know. What information were you given to where you came to that conclusion?
That he said some racist shit. Yeah.
Okay, so what is her as a black woman, being with the white male, that said some racist shit before her. How does that make her a coon if she didn't?
I'm just saying, I'm just questioning her character and her selection of men. That's all it is. Because it's just like, I'm not saying, but it's not like one of the things where I'm not saying, but I'm saying once a racist, always a racist. But it's like you can always pick up on or a motherfucker who got like racist tendencies, I would say. So those never came out at once to where she never like had a red flag or some sort to where like, oh, he could possibly be. But then if it was a red flag and she's so into like her coon mentality, if she did have one, that shit might go over her head. So her selection of men might play a factor into her mindset, because her mindset might be on some coon shit. So it's just like, I don't know who she is, but I'm trying to evaluate from who her nigga is, who she might be. And that's all I'm saying.
But okay, so to clarify, like I said, I don't think she's, well, I don't think she was a coon. I think she just happened to be with a white dude that end up saying some racist shit. And for me personally, I don't think you can be white and not once in your life say some racist shit. I mean,
damn. So you say all white people racist?
Okay, so all right, okay. So okay, the difference between me and you is that like you didn't let me finish, and I was kind of listening to you for a while with your aggressive thoughts, and then I came to a conclusion.
I'm the aggressive. All right. Okay.
So my thing is what let me clarify, since Marks wants to make me seem like a sympathizer. Being aggressive, I'm not saying you're an angry black brute. I'm just saying it's an aggressive thing. Once you call somebody a coon, that's a pretty aggressive like label. When you call me a coon, we gonna have a fucking problem. Cause that's you coming at my whole entire blackness when you call me a coon.
Some people might not care about their blackness, so they just might be like, fuck it.
But that's still an aggressive statement though, regardless. Like, you call somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you coming at like who they are as a person. The thing is, I just feel like as a white person, you know, who knows how he grew up and whatnot, but let's just say he grew up around all white people. Right. Pretty much all he gonna see is what he see of us on TV. I mean, that ain't the best representation. So I feel like if that's what they think about us, and sometimes they don't know things, like let's just say they didn't know that black people like can wash their hair and shit. They hear certain things like, oh man, black people don't wash their hair, or they can't get their hair wet, you know, and they just end up saying that shit. I mean, is it them being ignorant, or is it them being racist? You feel what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's a slippery slope a lot of times. You know, some people are very, a lot of people. I've definitely had people. No, he didn't say that, but I'm saying
black people can't wash. Like, what are we like? You don't wash our ass either?
No, that's something that I've even been asked. Like,
do you wash your ass?
Yeah, that's like a kind of a big thing.
Because our black people don't wash their ass.
And then like even with dreads, you know, like people having like not even dreads but locks. Like people having locks, like there is a certain time period where some people don't wash their hair because you know you're trying to get at the lock, and like the more wet it gets, like you want it to be dry. So a lot of people might use dry soap or some shit like that. So like they're not washing their hair as much as they would if like it was like a fade or whatnot. But sometimes, you know, the ignorance breeds racism. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so it is what it is. So I don't think like shit. If you growing up in a white culture with white privilege, I don't think you gonna get to a point where you just inherently woke. Like unless you just learn from mistakes, you know. But I feel like his intention was to like pick fun at black people, which made it like it had like more of a racist undertone. I just said like one of them was like he basically said he was at a pool party and all the black people was outside the pool and like basically making fun of black people not being able to swim type shit.
But did he say like, oh, niggers can't swim, or did he just say like, oh, black people
like that?
Can't?
If he had a nigger in there, I probably would have said it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just gotta know.
But I don't think you can defend a white person saying nigger and saying that's not racist. I mean, I think that's kind of blatant. But I don't think, I think the confusion kind of would have went out the window if he would have been like niggers this, niggers that. But yeah, I just think, you know, I giving them the benefit of the doubt, I don't think that he's necessarily like secretly white supremacist looking to infiltrate the black family. I don't think it's one of them. I really just think shit like, hey, it is what it is. Interracial couples, 2018, folks doing it, whatever. In this situation, she just kind of found out that her man wasn't always who she thought he was, if he's even who she thinks she is now. And I just, like you said, they can sleep with us, they can have families with us, and that don't guarantee it's no guarantee that they understand who we are as black people. And me personally, it's just one of them things where it's like, I don't feel like answering them ridiculous questions. I don't feel like having to wonder if my partner truly understands the values and the culture, and like, you know, and like it's just another knock. It's honestly, that's just the way I took it. It's another knock at why this shit is just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not for the people that have never been willing to interracial date because of things like that. Because people like, oh man, he can't be racist because he got 2 black daughters, or he must know. But then you look up his old tweets, and then he's saying, you know, stupid shit, and you got 2 black daughters with black hair. So how you gonna raise them? How you know, if the mama not around, how you gonna do their hair? How, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it just, you know, it opens the door for a lot of questions. But hey, it just pretty much is what it is. Like, I'm not necessarily surprised, but at the same time, like, it's just like, man, like, it definitely should make anybody think twice before interracial dating. Like, you know, nobody saying it's wrong. Nobody saying
I never said
this
wrong.
and that. But it's just, you can see, you laying down with somebody and having kids don't guarantee anything. You know,
definitely don't.
So it is what it is, man.
But yeah, that is today's episode.
Yep, episode 9.
Episode design, nigga.
We almost 10 episodes in.
Yeah, we almost. You feel me, on the even number.
We damn near gotta have a bottle next time, like on some like 10 episodes.
Yeah, but you know we can't drink and drive either.
Oh shit!
Right.
True. True.
We ain't gonna be doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? We are all some law-abiding
citizens. Yeah.
But you know, though, we'll see y'all next episode. Peace.
Peace.